calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Ooh, why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Okay, Coach, well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And a short kick taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
1st down, Cardinals.
Ready. Go to base. Watch it, they're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Rolling to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Get out the field, defense. Set up. 55, Mike, 55. Let's go. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Henderson will try and run for the first, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The decision for Todd Bowles, and he says let's go for it on 4th down. Henderson going to run for it, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Henderson now on 1st and 10. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Henderson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. They'll go back to Henderson on 1st down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Darrell Henderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down.
Single.
Operating from the gun, Nickerson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Come to the end. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Let's get there. Kill. And turn it up.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On 3rd down, Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips.
And taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Darrell Henderson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Murray. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
On 1st down, Nickerson. Buying time to his left. And find Miller. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's good for 28 yards. They'll run here with Henderson. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Darrell Henderson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Murray now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Here we go.
Murray to air it out again. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come run it.
They run with Henderson. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Looking to throw on second down. Nickerson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 25.
And that was a good run, and it should get the attention of the defense, but they can't just dwell on it. They've been playing so well this entire game. Maybe they just look at it and say, okay, congratulations, you got one on us, and just not let it turn into more.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside. and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. They run it again with Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And his kick here is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play.
Let's go.
Brings up 3rd
Tight end to the right. Tight end to the right.
On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now here we go on 4th down with Murray. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Shaquille Barrett. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return. They'll look to run with Henderson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Darrell Henderson taking it in as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, he had the big run to get down there, so you got to let him finish it off, don't you?
I think so, but what I liked even more, the fact that he wanted to finish it off. How many times have we seen a guy break off a big run, and we see that universal sign where he's tapping his helmet to get me out of the game? No! Stay out on the field and enjoy the benefits of the success you created.
And he hits pay dirt because of it. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off here, the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
At the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They're running it.
Now a run with Henderson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Again, it's Henderson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
That's me. 91 is the mic. Here we go. Check 91. 91.
From the gun, Nickerson. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On the carry is Henderson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Henderson. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2nd and 5 now. Murray sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17.
Set, ready. Pittsburgh. 54 Mike. Watch the run.
1st down, Murray. Throw left side complete. It's Hicks. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them. You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. That's caught by Keyshawn Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they were able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Check three.
Again, it's Henderson. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They run once more with Henderson. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Murray now on 1st down. This one caught by Isabella. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And a penalty flag is down to the backfield as they finally bring him to the turf. But I'm not sure this is going to stand. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On play action, it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
He's got a man, complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Murray, one final try. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Mark 55, Mark 55. They're going to need some therapy.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bucks, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.